Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Financial Fitness. I'm your host Jared Myers, brought to you by the Old Fashioned Health Network, Good Health Inside and Out. Today we're going to be talking about the payroll tax cut. Now many of us have been seeing this over the last month or so, back in August when President Trump announced the payroll tax cut holiday. Now how this may affect or may not affect you is totally up to the business or the employer that you work for. Now we have an example of an earnings statement up here in a paycheck. We're going to break it down on how this will affect you if your company does get affected by this and they choose to opt into this payroll tax cut. Now, many of us think that this is something that all companies are going to do. By no means. It's your company making the decision to go and benefit, so they think the employer. Now, what that is most people on the payroll tax cut, you have your federal tax income, your state income, Social Security, old age survivor disability income, and health tax insurance. Those are some of the basic things that you see come out of the paycheck immediately. With that being said, what the payroll tax does benefits the Social Security benefits. Now, those people that are saving for retirement or getting disability from their Social Security, those are things that are really beneficial and what costs us now coming out of the paycheck to fund that future retirement, to fund that potential disability, God bearing nothing happens to us there. Now, I want to explain if your business or company does choose to enroll in this process, what's going to happen. Social Security is, as we see here, current pay stub $18, but over the years $216, and Social Security old age survivorship $124 in this current stub, but year to date $1488. Let's take the year to date. Now, with this being said, what this payroll tax cut does is eliminate those two. However, those funds are not eliminated from your paycheck. They are just basically borrowed funds. They're giving those funds to allow you to borrow them. However, you need to save them is the really right aspect, but those funds are borrowed funds. If President Trump is not reelected, those funds will have to be paid back. So if you want to pay $1,488 along with the $216 back, by all means, be prepared to do so. That's why it's important to save that. It's important for this to kind of continue to go on because funding our payroll and funding our Social Security equals long-term benefits. And when we don't have those, we're kind of going to be struggling towards the end, as a lot of us that are in our current 20s, 30s, 40s, still looking for retirement and ways away, this payroll tax could potentially hurt us. However, if reelected, Trump said that he would waive this. And if that's the case, we'll see what happens. Now, this paycheck is very standard. As you can see, you can take your pay stub when you get home. Look at what your Social Security benefits are providing for you. Look at what are those things that are coming out. If this is something that your company is participating in, ask questions, call HR, and find out. Because although you might think you're benefiting by getting more money back, this money has to be paid back. One final thing on the payroll tax cut, we by no means do not know what the current election results are going to yield. Now, we do not hold any discretion to anything that does happen based on that. Whether the president currently keeps his word or the newly elected president happens to do whatever that needs to happen with this, we by here at Financial Fitness are bringing the news to you guys to benefit you and help you understand how this is going to affect you long term. In closing, over the weekend, Justice Ruth Ginsburg passed away at the age of 87 to pancreatic cancer. One of the quotes that really impacted us here, or myself, that I really wanted to read back and share with some of our viewers: real change, enduring change, happens one step at a time. Now, here at Financial Fitness, one of the things that we first believe in is getting started. When it comes to certain things that we talk about, whether budgeting, saving, telling you about the payroll tax cut, you have to get started. It's one step in front of the ultimate, one foot in front of the other, getting started with where you need to be and a level to where you feel comfortable, to creating the business, to helping you save money, to helping those truly get financially fit and putting them into perspective. How we go on to teach and strive and better the people around us is exactly what the equality and the representation of the people that fought for us. Thank you, Ms. Ginsburg, for doing those things and impacting those around us and impacting my life as well. May you forever rest in peace. Thank you for joining us today on Financial Fitness. I'm your host, Jared Myers.